Speaking of Deshaun Jackson speaking as well, did you hear he said when the NFL comes back and there's no fans, he wants all players mic'd up?
Deshaun Jackson said that.
Yes, he does.
I mean, I hope that happens.
Oh,
That would be outstanding. Like we said before, if the game has to be shown on a minute delay, so be it.
yeah. I think Sam Darnold wished it was on a minute delay back in the, seeing ghosts. That's the whole thing is that, we'd have to, if everybody's mic'd up.
Oh, no,
you can't just go live, right?
No, it would have to be some kind of delay.
You have to be.
We'd have to clean up the language, obviously.
You can do it 10.
Can't be, you know what I mean? Like, you got to be able
10 seconds.
to.
You could do 10, 15 seconds.
Well, if there's something like that Sam Darnold quote, you don't want that getting out there.
I know that's a very sensitive
15
subject of a lot of my friends and colleagues at NFL Films and at ESPN, but that was, don't forget what a huge to-do that was. He's seeing ghosts out there against the Patriots.
Seeing ghosts out there.
I mean, which was an honest assessment of like, I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah. It happens. We talked to a lot of players who said, at one point or another, everyone sees ghosts.
He says he wants the he said, it gets crazy, bro. I know in the trenches it gets crazy, and I know on the outside it gets crazy too. The conversations we go back and forth on. I've heard some of those conversations standing on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Seeing ghosts.
Thank you very much,
Oh,
Mike.
Give me a second. I have to go back into the last
archive.
I'm seeing the ghost of Mike Del Tufo's competency. This is great.
He's on fire today. Extra day off.
No, I know the extra day.
I wasn't off though.
Oh, the conversations I've heard.
Well,
you
yes,
need the old Vince Vaughn earmuffs.
Yeah, you could never go live. It would be insane.
No, but don't you
I've
want to
sat
hear?
with films
But I understand what he's saying.
And listen, you
the
can't.
best part
with NFL film.
of the Phil, Tiger, Brady, Peyton Manning, and again, as the events of this world constantly keep spinning off the axis, that was just 8 days ago.
I know, it seems like.
Or 9 days ago. It just seems like that was like 9 years ago.
Man.
It really was 1 week ago today. We had Peyton Manning calling in just saying, hey, man, that was just great.
That was fun.
Oh.
So sports are coming back, right?
But the best part about that was the mic'd up byplay between them.
Exactly.
But they were also for guys who know that they're mic'd up, and this is a conversation. They're not going to go working blue. But the best part was Phil explaining his shot,
right, and then doing it,
right,
that chip shot.
So the way the equivalent of this would be like Brady in the 45-second clock saying, okay, so now it's like he turns into Romo. It's 2nd and 7, Jim, and here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing my guy over there, out there. There's Mike Evans out there, but I'm looking across the way, and I see Stephon Gilmore in a certain defense, so I'm about to audible. Give a listen. Like, that would be the ultimate.
Or it's LeBron being like, look, this guy can't guard me, so I'm going to take 3 dribbles to the left.
That's what I'm doing.
Pull up, I'm going to pump fake a 3, and then I'm going to go dunk on him. And then he goes and does it.
As he's doing it.
Right.
Literally as he's doing it.
So what sport would be the coolest if there's no fans to have the players
the
mic'd
NFL.
up?
I mean, there's just no question the NFL.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Ahead of the NBA?
Of course.
Why is that?
I just think you've got 11 guys on each side, so there's 22. There's more... There's more opportunities for. There's more opportunities.
So like first down, you're gonna have the linemen up, and then second
with all the
down,
coaches
the
and everything.
receivers
You're talking about miking 200 people up.
That's a lot.
How would that taste, Mike?
Oh, it'd be rough, but you could do it. You could do it.
You'd have to mic up like 200 people. If you mic up
NBA, you pick and choose. You maybe do like
First
of all,
the guy
the
who's
NBA on the court, you're going to hear a lot of the guys over the other guys' mics. Football is the same way. You don't have to mic every lineman up.
Yeah, you can mic up the center,
the
and
center,
wide receivers, and the
DBs, safety. I mean, it'd be.
You got to do something. I mean, we're not going to have fans, and no one wants to hear fake crowd noise pumped in. That's
been all over. People are like not into the fake crowd, and I'm not going to lie. I don't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do that unless they're going to force us as mixers to probably do it.
What if we can get an app?
People don't want to do it.
You can get an app where I'm sitting at home as a Jet fan, and I know this is a crucial 3rd and 10, and my team's got to get off the field, and I'm hitting a button, and you as the fans can make it louder.
Can I pitch it to Mr. Wonderful?
On third downs. Yeah, you pitch it to
Can I pitch it,
Mr. Wonderful?
No, that would be great, Rich.
I don't know how that would work, but like you had fans at home, hey,
Season ticket holders.
on third downs.
Boom. Season ticket holders.
On third downs, bust out your app.
Yep.
And you can affect the crowd noise in a game, and you can
Season
sit at
ticket
home
holders, and you give 20 or 30% to
that the NFL would. Wouldn't the NFL on average have for what is on average the decibel level in a stadium, like your normal decibel level in a stadium?
See if I can find it.
I'm going to say it's
Like
around,
so they know how loud it could get in Seattle, how loud it gets in Arrowhead, and all 30.
110.
I guess in all
115.
31 stadiums, or now all 30 stadiums, since two teams are going to be sharing the same stadium in New York and Los Angeles.
So on average, football stadiums are between 80 and 90 decibels.
Well,
Nah.
some teams raise that curve a little bit.
Yeah.
So
It's pretty loud.
So whatever that is, you can, based on average, what the decibel level is in Seattle. You're one of the 12 sitting at home. You're hitting a button, and you can make it louder on third downs. And the NFL just makes sure they have an actual official sitting in somebody's office who handles the audiovisual in the stadium, that they're not
Like
screwing around on purpose. Don't you think that would make some news and get fans involved? And
It would be
great.
cool, but I don't know how you test that technology in the next 3 months. So
we got time.
when you
got nothing but time.
When you hit it, frequency goes into the stadium, and then that is controlled. I don't know. It's hard to figure out.
You're my sound expert.
I mean,
is
it
it
could
possible?
totally be done. I mean, you could totally do it. 100%.
Why don't you get the copyright on that right now?
By the way, 90 decibels is about the sound of a lawnmower.
Yeah, it's loud. I mean, we've
It's
been on
louder.
the field.
It's
We've all been
louder
on the
in
field.
Seattle.
It's loud.
It's louder in Seattle.
Seattle was in
it's
the
100
140. Kansas City is about
Kansas,
140.
yeah.
So
It's louder in different stadiums. I'm
Correct.
just saying average.
So what's what I'm saying is that on average, I'm sure the NFL and certainly can get that verified.
But here's the
How
problem.
loud it is in these stadiums.
You got to give the visiting team a little bit of. You have to give them both.
What are you
gotta
talking
split.
about? Oh, so the Cowboys fans
You get to split.
on
Travel?
average
Yes.
travel.
Steelers
Yeah,
fans
Steelers
that
travel.
travel.
You figure out what that algorithm is.
Yeah. No, I mean, you got it. You got to do like a 70-30.
So 130
even 80-20.
decibels is a jackhammer or an ambulance siren.
Mooch and I used to love going on the field and testing that. I would sit out there with my meter, and Mooch loved that. Steve Murray
Mooch
used to
loved the meter.
Love the meter. He loved
Mooch loves
watching.
everything.
Yeah.
Jet planes taking off are 120 decibels.
And Seattle and Kansas City are louder than
Are
that.
louder
Oh
than
yeah,
that.
remember
I
they
believe
were.
it.
They,
Yeah,
yeah, they
louder
did
than
the.
I believe it.
They did that like fight off of who was louder.
I believe it.
Crazy.
I wouldn't mind that. Got a lot of time on our hands to figure it out, I'll tell you that.
We got some time.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.